We are indeed, or I am at least for now. Hey guys, and welcome again to another Rugby Chat edition with Angus. As you probably saw today on my social media, I've been advertising who the special guest will be and not leaving you wondering who it might be. So we're waiting on Irfan and Lorenzo who will be joining me for this chat. Also, just want to say that if you want to ask Irfan any questions, feel free to do so. Hey Darwin, welcome my man. We're gonna have a liquor chat with Irfan Roos, and hopefully we can see you guys in action. Let's Lorenzo joining now. Let me just see if I can quickly add him. I'm sure a good guy that day. Very good guy, Lorenzo. Top model. And let's see. No more requests.
Hey,
I'm sure he should be joining. And there he is. Hey, man.
good man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, thanks, man. You're on the outside today.
I am actually in a separate room, so let me move somewhere quickly so that it actually looks a bit better.
Yeah,
does
you
this?
have a bit of a lighting at the back there. For model, you should know better, my bro.
Huh? As a model, I should know
I'm
better.
saying for model, you should know better.
No, I'm good. I hope this is fine. I know that it's been a crazy day. How's things on your side?
No, it's been quite chilled actually. My side. Yesterday was quite a daunting day, but today's been very chilled. Having an off day, could sleep late, hit the gym whenever I wanted to. It was just perfect. Even took an afternoon nap for that matter. So I quite enjoyed today. But hey, man, how excited are you to have the big Irfan Roos on tonight? Jeez.
Well, look, I've interviewed him before, and he is such a humbled human being, if I can put it like that. I think I've met so many players in my media career, in my short media career, and if I were to have a top person, Irfan would be in the top 3 at the moment. Not taking away from Peter de Villiers. He's one of the classics. He brings a different dimension. But Irfan, definitely someone that I've enjoyed chatting to and getting to know in the short period that he's been at Western Province and the Stormers.
Yeah, if I can quickly say my top 3, I haven't interviewed Irfan as of yet. This is my first time, obviously, but my interaction with him this week, after talking to him about this interview, he has been top notch. And so I would say him, Ryan Oosthuizen, and I think a third. There's quite a few good guys out there, but I think a third would be Dimitri Katakoulis. Yeah, those 3 guys, they are.
Dimitri, I would love to. I know that he's busy with in Europe at the moment, so definitely, he's branched out, and that's the nice thing about us Sappers. It's the fact that we've got a presence everywhere you look when it comes to rugby, be it in New Zealand, be it in Australia, be it out in Romania, the way we are Romanian here at the moment because of COVID. And then if I were to add who else I've actually spoken to before, a few weeks back I got the opportunity to chat to Ox and Chair as well, and I must say,
I remember. I listened to the chat actually.
Yeah,
I'm
amazing.
just looking for Irfan now to join, but I can't seem to find him. I'm not sure why it's not picking up. Is it possible for you to maybe check if you can add in on the chat?
I am going to say, I'm not sure. I am, if I can say, technologically challenged to a certain extent. So, be sorted soon.
Yeah, I hope he'll be joining soon. Yeah, because
amazing stuff.
I don't think he's checking out.
Yeah, so while we wait on him, we got some interesting news today.
Oh, I'm missing you there for a moment, bro. You're breaking up there.
So let me just go to the other side quickly. Just give me.
Okay, earphone is on. Let me just accept this. And we can add him as well. Hey,
How's it?
number 3 in the chat.
Good to you guys.
Evan, how's it, man?
I'm good, thank you. All good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, welcome, man. It's nice to
How's
have
Lorenzo,
you.
you all?
I am amazing. Glad to see two of my favorite people from the north on the same chat.
Where the pretty mountains are, eh?
I'm not going to say anything, but, being in the southern suburbs of Cape Town, we've got quite a few good things here. I know Evan can vouch. If he comes inside, the water is quite good. So,
No, I love Cape Town.
Fair enough. Yeah, I gotta love it, eh? Man, welcome first and foremost. I've been talking to Lorenzo about this chat, and I wasn't sure if it's gonna happen for various reasons. And then one day he said to me, "No, I spoke to Irfan, it's fine." So thanks to both of you, for Lorenzo for organizing it, and for you who joined us now. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously ask you a couple of questions, and if the fans want to ask you questions as well, they're free to do so. Just post it in the comment section, and I'll ask them. I'll ask the question that they are asking. So, Irfan, I don't think many people know this, but you were actually a Bulls player when you hit the provincial scene, but it was at under 12, under 13, Craven League level. So I don't think it counts so much. But it was when you attended. When you attended office up in Pretoria, but then you relocated down to the Cape, to the beautiful, beautiful Cape, and you made a household name for yourself in Paarl. But would you say, did you think at that stage that moving down to the Western Cape was beneficial for you as a schoolboy player?
Definitely. Just the way we do things in Cape Town, the way the schools operate and the rugby they play, I think was a great thing that happened to me. It wasn't planned, obviously. We just moved and everything. But looking back now, I think it was for the best.
Oh, awesome, man. And you also captained office at under 14 and 15 levels. Would you say that leadership is something that comes to you naturally, and does it affect your game in a positive or negative sense?
I'm not a person who speaks a lot and gives orders and stuff. I'll just try to do what I can do best and kind of lead by example. That's the way I see leading. And those 2 good years in office, really enjoyed it, and made good mates there, and it's good rugby. Can't complain. I see. Yeah, maybe almost there.
Like, definitely. But you've played rugby since a very young age, obviously, and as it happens in the game, you get a lot of injuries, and that prevented you actually from missing out on the 2016 Grand Como and 2017 Craven Week. Were there any fears or doubts that missing out on those 2 years, especially, which is very much a formative years in schoolboy rugby, being an effect perhaps of you making it as a pro player one day, or did you always keep to believe that you would make it regardless?
Yeah, it was obviously very disappointing those 2 years. It was kind of around the same time frame in my grade 10 and my grade 11 year when I got injured. So you get a bit hopeless and you start asking questions. Why must this happen to me? And the thing in the back of your mind is like, I'm not building up a good CV. Like, I'm not playing Grand Como, I'm not playing SA schools and stuff. So you only got boys are first team and like under 16A on your CV. And so hopefully, and luckily in my matric year, nothing, no serious injuries and stuff, and I could at least play some Craven Week and SA schools that helped. So but I've always been in my mind to play professional rugby. It's always been a love. I love the game and love playing with my friends, my mates. So that's the main reason why I kept on going.
No, that's awesome, man. And I think this is the thing that most people, especially schoolboys, shouldn't lose out of their eyes. That even if you don't make it, welcome back, Lorenzo. I don't know where you went, but
Sorry.
even if you don't make it at maybe say under 16 Craven Week, there's always another opportunity wherever if you just keep on performing. I mean, the Varsity Cup has been a lifeline for many guys. Now, you didn't play there, as far as I know, but I mean, there's always a second opportunity for guys, and you should never lose hope, I feel. But speaking of, you made that SS School side you mentioned in 2018. When you also played the Craven Week side that year. Would you say that was a dream come true after all the injuries?
Definitely. I was very relieved as soon as I announced the teams and stuff. It's tough knowing you can play there, but you don't get the chance. So you get kind of blocked to play. So being able to play my trick here was I enjoyed it a lot. So it was very relieving, and we had a great Craven Week and stuff, and SS School. So was very happy about that.
Oh, awesome. Then you went to the Sharks after school. I mean, man, how did that happen?
Oh yeah, you look at your line of players that's in front of you and stuff, and at the time the Sharks were the best choice. Had a good 2 years there, but things change, such as that happens in life. Things change, and luckily there was a opportunity back home in Cape Town, and had to grab it with 2 hands. It's a beautiful place, beautiful city. The Stormers are a great union, so it wasn't a hard decision to come back home, and I've been happy ever since.
Yeah. Well, I know I spoke to you just to jump in there. I know I spoke to you during Heritage Month, which was in September. And the one thing that resonated with when I spoke to you was just your love for family.
Yeah.
And to be back. And I think a lot of times players tend to stay somewhere where they don't feel at home. And I'm not saying that was the case with you, but you've kind of come back home and you've joined this team and you've been the standout player. Is it because you've come home into an environment that you feel comfortable with, that made you be able to express yourself a lot more on the field? Because you definitely stood out compared to a lot of players in the team in the short period.
I think our whole squad is filled with amazing players. It's a team sport, obviously. So there's a lot of good players and a lot of things that people public necessarily don't see. That rugby players and coaches obviously that do their job. So I can't take credit at all. It's a team sport. It's just been and on the family thing, it's been good being back home with my family. Got a sister that just finished high school, and I've got a little brother who's 9. So it's been good spending time with them after missing out on 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Lorenzo actually asked the next question indirectly, so we're going to skip that. But I do want to know this. I'm actually kind of curious, though. When you got the request to join Province again, did Double just phone you, or was there some sort of maybe some third party involved? I mean, how did it happen that you got back to the Cape this year, or last year for that matter?
I actually, when I saw things wasn't working out with the Sharks and not getting any opportunity, I actually gave my agent a call and I told them, listen, is there any spots open at Province? So because I want to go back home. So I don't think they were on the lookout or looking or inquiring about me at all. I've been playing for a year. So long story short, I actually asked to go and get on a loan, and then eventually the loan became a full-time contract. So I just decided enough is enough, and and the rest just happened.
Enough is enough. Let's come back. I like the enough is enough, because I've been that side, and if I were to compare it, I'd be like, stay here. Don't just please just stay here. I spoke to Ox a few weeks back, and he told me about their team dynamic, and obviously it's a different team culture to ours. But I'm glad we have you here. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
I'm also happy to be
so thank you for making that call and calling your agents to come.
No, I'm very happy to be back.
Yeah.
So
So Evan, I'm
what were
not
you
sure
gonna
if
do?
Angus actually touched on this, but you quite a dynamic player. Some people would say you're a bit of a you all over the place. And there's some guys out there that would probably be like, you know what, can you just stay in your lane? Tell me, you played quite a few games now for the Stormers, and if you were to look at the domestic scene at the moment, who's been that one player that has stood out for you when you played against him? Because we've played a lot of derbies within the last year because of COVID. So if there were one or two players that you would say were kind of your, not Achilles heel, but someone that irritates you on the field, they're always there, they're always in your face. Who would you say it is though at the moment?
I wouldn't say there's someone that irritates me. Someone I always like when we play, especially play the Bulls, someone like your Angus is always someone to watch out. He's an outstanding player. Um, from a technical perspective, always like can't give him any
Yeah.
space or can't give him any sniff, because when you give it to him, 9 out of 10 times he takes it. So I always try and look at technical things and stuff, and wouldn't say people irritate me. Focus on players who are good and try to suffocate them so they don't play so well.
That's the way to go, man. It's definitely the way to go. And so you are a big, strong lad, but I think that people sometimes miss is the fact that you are quite fast as well. You have quite a bit of speed on you. And you actually scored a 50-meter try in an inter-schools game. And years later, we play the Sharks, and you run and you've dragged Jaden Hendricks. I think it was some 40-odd meters out, more or less, on your back, and went on to score another try like that. But for someone on your back who weighs about 80 kgs, I mean, what did you think of that moment? Did you just think, I'm just going to go for it, I'm just going to back myself? Or did you think, geez, are my legs going to carry me to the try line?
When I got the ball, I was obviously the first thing that comes to mind is score a try. So that was the first step one. And then I felt someone trying to tackle me from behind. And then I saw, and Jaden has got quite a lot of hair, and I saw it's Jaden behind me, and I was like, okay, no, it's a scrum off. I back myself and still carrying on. And then then I luckily went on and scored the try. So
Man, I was cheering for that. You wouldn't believe. I was jumping up and down when that happened, And it's always special when we beat the Sharks. I don't like that team, honestly. Sorry for the Sharks fans watching.
We've got quite a few Shark fans. Yeah, I've seen some comments as well. Like, I'm a Sharks fan, and I'm sad that Evan left. I'm like, you know what? We were sad when Sia came over to you guys as well. So,
As well, eh?
Yeah,
Exactly, man.
No,
And now, you've had. Yeah, I respect them, but I still don't like them. But jokes aside, guys. Most recently, though, and I want to congratulate you on this one, you've been nominated as one of the SA Rugby Players of the Years. I mean, wow. Your first full season, actually, but I mean, that's an amazing feat. When you joined Province, did you actually make that your goal, not to be nominated, but to be a standout, household name within one season?
My goal when I got to Province was just to be in the squad. There wasn't any massive expectations and stuff. I just wanted to be part of the squad and maybe bench a few games. All this that has happened was not a part of my planning of the year. It's weird.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it was like an injury year, player leaving there, and then luckily I got a chance. And from there on, just trying playing and trying my best. All of this has just been a massive blessing and very lucky, if I can put it in that sense.
Yeah, but you've done very well, my friend. And now that you've made a name for yourself in the blue and white hoops, being nominated as SA Rugby Player of the Year, what is your short-term and long-term goals going forward from here onwards?
Well, like we're in the middle of our URC season. I don't know how things are going to pan out, obviously, with those travel restrictions and all that nonsense. But we just got to try and win our next derby games. Those are important points. And when we tour again, come away with good points and try to finish in the top 8 or top 2 of our domestic conference. because there's a Heineken's Champions Cup that's happening next year, and you get to play against teams like Saracens and Bath and Toulon and those. So that's a massive future and a massive opportunity. So yeah, we just try to get as many points as possible and finish as high on the log as we can to ensure to bring Toulon or Saracens to Cape Town Stadium. Like, imagine 40,000 odd fans and the Stormers are playing Saracens in a Heineken Championship Cup semi-final or whatever. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
So
I can just imagine, dude. I can just imagine how that must be. You know, you have traveling Munster and Saracens and Toulon fans coming to Cape Town, and when things are back to normal, obviously you have this sold-out stadium. I can only imagine the scenes. I can't wait to get back to the stadium again.
Yeah.
I unfortunately missed the last match. You know, we played against the Lions. I couldn't go. I was invited to a birthday party, but I mean, whenever we can go back again and we can be cool. How's Lorenzo? We have the time of our lives, so I can't wait for that day to happen.
I think it was good that you stayed at home or went to the birthday party. We didn't give him the best performance, so next time.
I was watching the game in Barca. I was watching the game in Barca.
Yeah,
and
you
I
see,
was like, jeez, I had a few drinks in this. I was like, jeez, what's going on here, man?
It's unfortunate that I couldn't also make it, but there's that element that we had some of the Newlands faithful, and I just want to know from you, Ivan, with having that, how did it feel just having it? Because I've been at the games, obviously you've been there, where we're sitting and we're watching a game with no spectators. You can hear the line-out calls, you can hear the banter between the guys on the field, and now you've got a crowd back. You had it on the other side of the world, but to be back at Cape Town Stadium and having the faithful there, how important was that? Not the performance that we wanted, but just having that crowd there. How did that feel, though?
No, obviously it was awesome having a crowd back in South Africa after like 2.5 years. So it was my the first time my parents watched me play live for the Stormers, and so that was also quite a special moment for me. And just having fans and a few familiar faces in the crowd, having the faithful back, it was an awesome feeling. Had goosebumps before jogging out. So can't wait for the next home game at the DHL Stadium to have the faithful back, have friends and family in the stands. Hopefully they can bump up lower the restrictions so we can have a few more numbers in the stadium and get that gees going again.
Definitely. No, definitely. Obviously, the Currie Cup is coming up as well. Weird to see a January start for the Currie Cup. I think that with it being one of the oldest tournaments, it's probably on your list to lift that trophy as well, though, eh?
Yeah, I'm not so sure how the Currie Cup's going to work. Obviously, we have a URC team that still has to play, and we have a Currie Cup. So I think a lot of folks who have been playing URC won't be playing Currie Cup now. I think we have 2 squads going at it because obviously the bodies won't handle playing a URC game and a Currie Cup game. So it's good for the development of the bigger squad and fringe players and youngsters. Well, I'm still a youngster, but young players such as myself getting a chance and stuff. So yeah, it's because it's been 2 years with not a lot of opportunity because there's only been one competition, and that's the Currie Cup, or it's been URC. So having this Currie Cup, I heard URC Cup is also starting up again. There's under 21 or under 19 comp that's starting in Jan as well. So there's a lot of rugby that's going to be played from Jan on. So a big base of players are going to get opportunity and game time, which is very needed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all about balancing out, because I remember when the Cheetahs and the King joined the Pro 14, they also had this sort of balance where they had to play a Currie Cup side and with the Pro 14 at the same time. So it's a similar situation. And they didn't do too badly, in the main competition, but the Currie Cup side did quite, I wouldn't say bad, but they didn't do quite well. So I think it'll be interesting. It will really show, which squad has the most depth and quality, because at the end of the day, it's going to be survival of the fittest for the Currie Cup sides, I think.
No, definitely.
Lorenzo, I asked you to prepare some quick fire questions. I'm not sure what they are. So if you're ready, you can fire away, man.
Somewhere else, though. So forgive me for moving to a different section. It seems for some reason...
Lorenzo, just hold on quickly. Sorry, just hold on quickly. There's a question from someone, we lost somehow. His name is Jacques Henne. very big Bulls
Oh,
fan.
yeah.
He's asking Irfan, what has been the biggest adaptation from junior rugby to senior level for you?
The biggest adaptation, I think, is the professionality behind it and the way coaching works and stuff. Obviously at school, your children and stuff, so you struggle. Yeah, like if you're struggling, your coach can help you and chat to you. If you are struggling to, I don't know, having a bit of trouble or whatever, the coach still chats to you. But professional, it's a job. You've got targets and stuff. So if you don't meet those targets, you just simply don't play. I think that's been a big adaptation. And and obviously the technicalities behind rugby. You study and
Yeah.
analyze and rugby and stuff. It's a very technical game, and so yeah, that's been a big how can I say difference between the two.
Difference between the two. Yeah, no, definitely. I know that we spoke a while back, and you put a lot of effort into your training and your technique, and it's the same like any other professional out there. You have to hone your skills to become the best at what you can do. So yeah, I think there's another question, Angus. I can't see it properly there though, so I don't know if you can.
Just added it now. I think it's Malaysia. She's asking how competitive is Irfan on a scale from 1 to 10, and at home, which family member is the most competitive?
Is this on a 30 seconds or Monopoly level?
No,
Yeah, I think so.
Scale from 1 to 10, 11, and at home, it's definitely me.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I've got some quick. You?
Yeah, I don't lose.
Oh, this guy. Eh? I've got some quick wire questions, but you know what? I thought I'm going to make it as authentic as possible. I'm not going to prepare anything. I'm just going to ask you.
Okay.
All right. So firstly, night in or night out with the boys?
Night out.
Night out. Okay. Brandewijn of rooiwijn?
Neither.
This guy's going to have water all the way through. All right, there you go, guys. It's not all rugby players that loves the brandy and the red wine. So calm
What
down.
about the beer, Irfan? What about the beer, man?
I like a good whiskey.
There you go. All right.
Else.
So, if you were to look at all the places that you've played thus far, which has been the best stadium ever? Choose your words wisely. You know which province you're in.
No, it was also playing on Newlands. It's a lot of character, and history and stuff, and very, very honored to be able to play there.
Lovely stuff. Then I need to know from you. You've got various cheat days. Your cheat day meal?
It's definitely a burger.
All right, burger. And then last but not least, would you be chilling in the woods somewhere, or would you rather be out at the beach?
Beach all day, every day.
There you go. This guy loves these nice things, eh? I'm still trying to figure out the brandy and stuff.
Lorenzo, I was about to say, with a hairstyle like that, you have to be a beach boy. I mean, come on. That's no replacement for any other sport.
I'm not gonna lie. Whoever follows Irfan on Instagram would have seen he was at Clifton the other day and he didn't invite me. Have you seen this beach bod that I have? Like, come on. I'm like,
Lorenzo, you got a day job, eh? So I think I was gonna bother.
One of those.
I'm just saying.
Well, even if I may also, I just need to know, you've been with the team for quite a while now, and you've got the ins and outs, though. Something that I've always wanted to know: who's the real joker within the Stormer squad, though?
Wow, that's a tough one. We got a lot of funny guys. I think Zas, Leolan Zas, is quite a funny arc. I enjoy sitting and listening to him. It's quite funny. He's always got a story.
Always has a story. Nice. It's that one guy that knows something, that knows someone that can tell you better.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's one more question, Irfan. They're asking, it's Jock again, is asking, up until this point, who was your toughest opponent?
Yeah, and there's two oaks who come to mind. It's definitely Dwayne Vermeulen and Willem Alberts. It's been my two toughest opponents.
Wow.
Yeah, the bone collector. I know you're quite a big Vermeulen fan. After the game, we played against them at Cape Town Stadium. I think it was in the Rainbow Cup. You posted a picture with him, and he was a childhood hero, right?
Yeah, correct. He was.
Mm.
Man,
Nice to be following in the
how did I
in
play
your
against
child.
him?
Say again?
I think Angus asked how was it to play against him though?
Oh no, it was awesome. Yeah, it feels like a dream, obviously, because you watch these folks on TV and stuff, and next minute you're playing against them. So yeah, it was a dream come true.
Definitely.
You know,
I saw someone posted.
It's okay.
Sorry, if someone
You can
can
go
hear
on.
me. I saw someone posted now. I hope that Jacques Nienaber is watching this. So I don't know if Angus went and called him or asked someone to ask that question as well. So it's nice when people are like, you know, they know who our coaches need to look at for the future.
Oh yeah, I always say things should happen like they must. There's always a plan, so I'll just take it day for day.
Always. Lovely stuff.
Now, what I wanted to say was, Irfan, you know, you mentioned that of the way. Now you see them on TV and then you get to play against them. I don't think you realize this, but maybe you do. One day, I think there's a kid watching you now, playing at maybe under 13, 14, 15, and he might get to play with you one day. I think that's a circle of life, and that's a beautiful thing about the sport.
No, that's very true. That's very, very true.
Yeah. I remember... Yeah, just last but not least, I remember a few weeks, obviously ago, or a month or so ago, when we were chatting as well. And the nice thing that you mentioned was always having time to take that photo with someone. And I applaud you for that attitude. And it just shows, you know, when people out there that we look up to, that the kids look up to, will make that time for them, there's a future. Because you never know, that boy that's coming up and asking for the photo could just take it, and then tomorrow he's like, Mom, Dad, I wanna play. I wanna be like Irfan, you know? And he ends up making it and then coming to you and being like, yo, 10 years ago I took a photo with you. Look where I am now.
Yeah, definitely.
And I must applaud you for that. So thank you for being that humble person that will always make time for the fans out there as well.
Yeah, no, like always, I know how it feels. When someone says no for a picture. When I was younger, that happened. So if I told myself that if someone does ask for a picture, if I do play rugby or whatever I do, I always say yes and stuff. So yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
amazing stuff.
Lorenzo, I'm actually thinking now back to an iconic picture we all actually spoke about 2 years ago. And that is of Skalkberg and Sia Kolisi when Sia asked his signature. And look what happened a couple of years later. So that's a very good example you made there, to be honest.
Yeah. No, definitely.
So guys,
it's one of those things, eh? One of those things.
Yep.
Yeah, fun. Thank you, bye.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh man, it's been a pleasure. Good. Thanks for being on the show.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll post this on our YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
Irfan, my man, thanks a lot. All the best for the URC next year. I think you guys start training the 3rd of January again, eh?
That's correct. That's correct.
Quick New Year's.
Like we have a New Year's.
Yeah, quick New Year's.
A couple of whiskeys on New Year's Eve and New Year's, and then you have to recover and then go back to training again.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Well, I'll definitely be following each and every week like a walk. I'll be in and out wherever I can to come and see you and just, you know, snap some photos. And definitely going to chat to you soon again, because I think we've got this year, the new year, we've got so much to look forward to with so much rugby. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And obviously build up towards 2023. I think that's what's on everyone's mind. I'm not going to bring it up now. Irfan, I'll wait for the right moment to bring you on air and then ask you how those plans are going.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, brother.
Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Angus.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers, bye-bye.
Thanks, Lorenzo. Cheers, guys.